Alright, beta test 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm gonna be testing today the Nvidia Dlss 2 drivers instead of the Dlss 3.5. So the Dlss 2 drivers is specifically meant for Mortal Kombat 1, and Dlss 2 specifically sets on Mortal Kombat 1's increases and patched frame data. So anything which is related to the latest patch, this driver should resolve it. We had issues with the DLS SS 3.5, and now when we double checked on that, specifically there was a lot of jumps and frame data loss. So once I install the driver and go back to the game, and then specifically show some of the frame data increase. So let's do a setting on here and let's do an actual test. So I normally set this to graphics presets ultra high, and yeah, why not? So if I test on DLSS auto high, ultra high, and just click on this and let's do a test. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay, so it's well above the 55 mark, and anything above the 55 mark is a win. That's a win. It's well above 55. So from an FPS perspective, it's still hitting 60 FPS, and great, that's fine, fantastic, but I don't want to overburn my GPU. So we can see this is a moving average of 60 FPS, and that's great, fantastic. But there's a but to this. You don't want to mess up your graphics card, so you want to leave the setting as everything is set on ultra high and it works. Yeah, fine. I'm never gonna do that. Hell no. I'm just gonna leave it on the bare minimum. And particle density is one of the components that actually ruins VRAM and takes up a lot of system RAM. So anything from a system RAM perspective, particle density is that. I know it does play a huge difference on physics on the Nvidia GPU, but when you're projecting, let's say, your laptop, like what I've got right now, onto a projector screen or television or anything of the sort, this plays a huge part on the frames. So that's why I would move it to minimum or medium. And with that being stated, you can see a test from this. It should give me 60 FPS as regular, but the actual gameplay, which we'll do advanced combos on, is gonna be a lot better. So let's see, Sub-Zero and Scorpion, average frame rate 9.5, anything above 55 FPS is really good, especially online, but realistically you want to be hitting 7 on a battery. So when I'm stating battery is this laptop is running on battery right now, and yeah, from the looks of things it's running pretty quick at 60 FPS. So it normally generally happens with Dell, HP, Asus, and various other big brand laptops or gaming laptops, or anything with a big GPU level. Not MacBook. MacBook is not meant for gaming. It's never used in the industry for gaming, even with the new software releases for it. On Metal, basically everything for MacBook is specifically not gaming, and that's why we would rather use a PC because it makes more sense, it's much more economical and cost effective. So now I'm gonna do a test on this. Let's see when it starts up. Let's see, the frame rates are stable. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna test Sub-Zero against. Let's see who is. Yeah, who is a really annoying character in the game. Okay, let's go
Out
Kenshi.
of sight. Grandmaster
So
Bossy Pants.
Zero versus Kenshi. Alright,
Kenshi.
let's go get some Kenshi on there.
This guy is
This
Dlss.
chest, we'll set it on medium. And
Living
we'll go
Forest.
to the living forest.
A former gangster lectures me about honor.
I've regained mine. Yours appears lost
Stable
forever.
frame rates. Alright, let's see what it has. And I'm projecting this on a 17 screen right now, so Darius. Really? That's just like combat league again. AI, please. I feel like how these guys play on combat league.
Under the weather.
Take 2. Action.
But nothing too major. Alright, so I am
Finish him.
pretty happy with that. Frames are stable. Frame data looks good. The texture is set on
Fatality.
very high and it's
Sub-Zero
projecting onto a
wins.
17 screen very quick and effectively. Alright, this is good. Beta test for this actually worked pretty decently, and yeah, I think this driver actually stabilized some of the frame rates. So Nvidia.com driver results, and then we go into the US version of the Mortal Kombat 1 driver. The difference between the DLSS 2 versus the DLSS 3.5 is this is specifically meant for these type of games like Cyberpunk. With it, well, I wouldn't say full ray tracing available. Cyberpunk is very good, but it doesn't deal with some of the network facilities that we have to use with fast ping games like Mortal Kombat or Guilty Gear or Killer Instinct or Tekken or Street Fighter. I mean, those games deal phenomenally on GPU and network settings. Cyberpunk is just a game which you can run on your machine and use very minimal network resources. So yeah, this is a much more demanding game on resources from your network, from your machine, and that's why I would leave basically all your settings on very high to medium, because it takes up so much of your resources. Cyberpunk, yeah, it's just like God of War. You can convert it and play it on your cell phone sooner or later. But Mortal Kombat, I've never seen a Mortal Kombat full-featured game being converted to a cell phone. Not even MKX I've seen on a cell phone as yet. So yeah, well, this driver actually worked, and yeah, it does the job. And it looks like the frame rates are stable on Mortal Kombat 1 right now. Alright, beta test done. Let's get out of here. That was a good beta test. Alright, stop the recording.